Yo, it's your boy Mr. Box Office from Mr. Box Office TV, back with another video. Tottenham 4, Aston Villa 1, reacting to the game. Oh yeah, I forgot. Welcome to Dubai. Welcome to the downtown Dubai, one of the business areas of Dubai. And Tottenham were really at their business today. Even though they were 1-0 down in the first half, which was the first half showing again why I couldn't rate my midfield at all. But then a few players stepped up in the second half and Tottenham ended up completely thrashing Aston Villa 4-1. Actually quite a big result if you look at the whole overall picture, a big result against a big team. And you can't but look at it and say that you have to give credit where credit's due to Ange Postecoglou, that credit word that Tottenham fans have to give whenever we win now, because we have to be flip-flops rather than actually see a long-term thing. But today you can't really complain with a game which was tough in the first half. So it was very tight. That was the thing. Tottenham started very well, like they always do, with the midfield of Kulusevski, Bentancur and Sarr. Obviously, you know, Van der Ven, and then you had Som, who came back into the team. Obviously, the irregulars with Pora on the right, Doji on the left, and then you had Dragusin rather than Van der Ven and Romero, then Johnson on the right, obviously, and Vicario in goal. But then you saw the Aston Villa team, and Aston Villa were very, very strong in that sense. With Watkins up front, with Gwynning midfield, with Tielemans and Onana in midfield, and they were very strong. They became very confident in the game, got very confident in the game, and it became. You could see that their confidence was exuding. Even though Tottenham had some good sort of plays in the first half, they were only shut down. Aston Villa shut us down to really shots from outside the box. I think Bentancur had a shot outside the box. Sarr had a shot outside the box as well. But we just weren't very good. I didn't see anything much of Kulusevski in the first half at all. And we were really struggling in terms of trying to get in Aston Villa's game, in Aston Villa's box to score or get any chances or such for anything like that at all. Aston Villa, though, they were gaining more confidence into the game, and it shown when Onana I think it was a ball over the top from a corner. It was actually a ball came over the top from a corner, went back out, cleared, then a ball was put back in, and Onana had a really good header, hit the post. And that was a warning to Tottenham Hotspur. Aston Villa went again. From the corner again, it went over the top. It hit off a Tottenham player, and Rodgers just put it in the back of the net. 1-0 Aston Villa. And that was really it, the first half. Watching this from far, not being at the stadium, was very difficult in that sense, because I couldn't really get a sense of what really the crowd was feeling at the time. But you could see that we were struggling in midfield, which is why I don't rate that midfield. Even though the result today, I still have question marks on that midfield. And I'll tell you why at the end of the video, when I come to my conclusion of this game. But still, there was elements of it that Aston Villa were dominating. They should have really been more clinical to try and put more authority on the game, to put themselves in the lead, and that was it. But a very tight game, and one of those games that you just thought, not a very good game for Tottenham. They needed it to be a bit more open, and that was it. But to Tottenham's credit, even though Maddison was on the bench, they didn't bring on Maddison. They came into the second half and really had some strong, obviously it's had some strong words, Postecoglou, because Tottenham went down the other end It was Son who put a really delicious cross in from the left, put it on the sixpence for Johnson, and Johnson gets back into scoring mode and scores a goal 1-1, and that was it. And then this is when it got very, very tight, a very tight game. It was kind of a bit of chess. Aston Villa were trying to get on the, trying to find ways of getting through, and that was it. What I thought Aston Villa were very good at was closing down our momentum. You could see Martinez, who's one of the best who was voted one of the best goalkeepers in the awards last week, and he slowed down with his goal kicks. Aston Villa were trying to gain fouls and trying to change that momentum, stop our momentum from us trying to get that second goal, because that was when we get our momentum on, we're very, very dangerous, and that was it. So you can understand exactly why Aston Villa were trying to slow down the game down. Martinez was obviously taking slow free kicks and goal kicks, and that slowed Tottenham's momentum down, unfortunately for us. Didn't slow us down enough, though. The thing that was quite fascinating, though, Postecoglou does it again, makes a bold substitution in bringing off Bentancur and Son, who didn't look happy at all. And to be honest with you, I think you can understand why he was not happy, because he had that momentum from that goal that goal he created from the assist. And Richarlison came on as well. Richarlison came on and Basuma came on. And that had an effect later on in the game. It was from a Aston Villa attack, Tottenham get the ball back very, very quickly. They do some good interchanges, and Kulusevski, who was very quiet in the game, did a really good through pass to Solanke. Solanke just sees the goalkeeper, chips it over him, 2-1 Tottenham. And it was a very, very good goal. Kind of silenced the doubters on him. It wasn't like a tap in, that goal. It was very well placed, and that was it. And then you could see the confidence was flowing in the Tottenham team straight away. Aston Villa was trying to get back into the game straight away, and they went try and get back into the game. But then Sarr, who was one of the standout players again from getting the ball back a lot of the time, again got the ball back, put it through, and then Richarlison, who's running off the left, who came on, put the ball in the box to Solanke, and Solanke put in the back of the net again. 3-1 Tottenham, and then it's kind of set and match. Stadium's bouncing, and Tottenham are looking on the up, and that's it. It was then after that Tottenham was starting to gain some injuries in the game. Romero came off earlier from a bad challenge he made on Rodgers, and he came off, and then Davis came on. And to be honest with you, it was a very solid sort of defence from Ferguson and Davis. It was very good, solid defending. I can't really have a go at them too much, to be honest. It wasn't that much of a worry, even though Duran came on, and I was expecting a lot from him. And he didn't do that much at all. He didn't do anything, to be honest. They kept Ollie Watkins a little bit quiet as well towards the end as well. And really, they didn't really show much of a threat towards the end. And our superiority was finalised by Maddison, who had a free kick, put it in the good range for him to shoot and score, and he placed the ball right in the back of the net, making it 4-1. Emphatic. Tottenham Hotspur back on the up, and showing again why Postecoglou is showing the doubters that really he's here to stay, and that's it. Showing Mr. Box Office, maybe I need to start believing, and that's it. Good result. Very good result, a big result for Tottenham Hotspur against Aston Villa. One of the reasons why I say that is because it was a very, very tight game, and Tottenham's shown some quality in the final third to get over the line in a big, big game. Now, there's only 2, 3 caveats for this at the moment. At home, at the moment, we're doing very, very well. We've done well against some of the big sides at home. It seems to be away we have the problems, and that's it. That's one of the problems as well. I still don't like that midfield, regardless. I think Aston Villa played into our hands a little bit. We are, in my eyes now, a counter-attacking team. I don't see us as a progressive team a lot of the time. I don't. I think what we do is that we press very high, and that really worked well against Aston Villa, because when they were trying to trying to start the attacks off, when we got the ball back, we just went and just attacked them straight away, overloaded them, and they got really rattled, and that's it. Which is unlike Aston Villa. For me, you've seen the last couple of weeks and months, and especially with Unai Emery's side. But for me, that's where I have my, because you could see we were very much struggling in that first half. One thing I will say, because people think that's a negative, but that's them. They don't like when we look at things and analyse things. I have to look at it from a far and see this and say Postecoglou is making bold decisions and it's changing games. But these bold decisions are mostly at home, when we've got more things in our favour, being at home with home advantage, and that's it. Can he do that in a situation when you don't have the home advantage, when you don't have the advantage with other things as well? I don't know, because he's shown that he can't be consistent in certain games, in certain scenarios, and that's it. And that's where I have my issues at the moment with him. But today, even though there was decisions that he made today that were questionable, he doesn't use Maddison. You can say that certain players like Kulusevski, Johnson didn't have their best games, but they were effective in certain areas of the pitch, effective in the result. Johnson scoring the goal, even though still got doubts on him because he wasn't good today. Don't think he was very good today. Kulusevski was very quiet today, but he had the effect. The way he did that assist, and it was a very good assist, because that's one of the assists that you'll see from like a Ericsson, a De Bruyne, a Modric, a Maddison. Maddison when he's doing that as well. So you've got to give him credit for that, and he's on good form. He's not a world-class player like people say, but still he's improving. You can see that definitely. The fact that we are, I think we are pushing into this whole pressing, and also that we are more counter-attacking side for me. Not a expansive football team that plays good football. Yeah, when we play good football, we do play good football when we do counter, yes, but it's not like the Man City level or a Brighton level. I don't see it like that. But, we are progressing in that sense in terms of counter-attacking, and that's it. And I think we need to just go into that maybe more, and that's it. But that's on Postecoglou. But overall, yeah, I think there's still a lot to prove still. I still don't rate certain players though. Even though it was a very good goal from Solanke, he needs to carry it on. Consistency's key. Consistency's key, because he's gone missing the last couple of games, but he's shown what he can do. So if he's a good striker, he can do that and see what he can do in that, and be consistent, scoring goals, and see if he can cope with that as well, because that's what top players do. They are consistent, and that's it. Sarr looks very effective, especially counter-attacking wise. He's done it before. He helped us against West Ham, and I think he's progressing a little bit as well, and that's it. The fact that we've seen a good partnership with Dragusin and Davis, that's another positive as well. People saw that against Man City, but we could see that Man City had a lot of some youngsters on the bench as well as youngsters on the pitch on Wednesday. But overall, a big win for Tottenham, and proves a lot of things wrong to doubters, even myself, but still a long way to go. And that's it. Doesn't change my mind on certain things. Doesn't change my mind on the manager, because the manager's saying a lot of big things, saying we've got other gears to come with this team. And for me, there's still doubts on that, and that's it. I think there still needs a lot of improving, and that's it for me. And that's it. But all the same, while I'm in Dubai, we're back in business. And with the results that happened yesterday, it's all to play for, and that's it. So that could be looked as giving Tottenham a little bit of credit from Mr. Box Office. Don't get used to it though, because Mr. Box Office is not someone that just gives credit just for free and that's it. But we'll go on and we move on to the next game against Galatasaray in the Europa League. It's going to be a difficult one, that one. And we'll see what happens. As Mr. Box Office is really tired right now, long flight, and trying to enjoy his time in Dubai. And you'll get some more videos on that soon, and that's it. But happy in Dubai, happy to be away from it all while this is all happening, while I'm relaxing in Dubai. And as always, as I finish off this video, as we always close, if you didn't know, get to know, support your boy, Mr. Box Office, subscribe and like, and come on you Spurs. And I'm out.